because now they're all being held up with Fisichella's poor grip and pace. Webber's front tyre, in fact, all the Michelin front tyres have got 2 or 3 lines. And look, he's coming under pressure from Ralf Schumacher, who's gone right up the inside. They touch wheels, bits and pieces falling off, and Webber retakes the position. And look, who's going through there? Heidfeld. Did Heidfeld make it? He certainly made it past Ralf Schumacher. Now he's right behind his teammate.
He's having a go down the run to the first corner. He's got him. Webber tries to resist. Nick Heidfeld, is he going to make it stick? Webber is not having any of it. That's a very angry Aussie in that cockpit. He doesn't like what Ralf Schumacher did to him into the final corner. Webber fights back. Ralf Schumacher goes past Heidfeld. Heidfeld has found himself in the middle of a dogfight.
Good driving there, brilliant driving by everybody. The Williams guys will be going mad in the pits because they just compromised themselves. And now Heidfeld's gone steaming up the inside. Can he keep it on the outside of the track? Yes, he does. And Ralf Schumacher, from a barging session with Webber, ends up falling back behind Heidfeld too, who's having a great race.
Great racing here at Sepang, absolutely from nowhere. Suddenly, these two, Webber and Ralf Schumacher were catching Fisichella. They were all thinking about how they were going to get past him. While Webber was thinking about that, Ralf Schumacher ran up the inside of him into the final corner. And let's not forget, these two touched here last year, so there's quite a bit of history. Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, Ralf Schumacher was always running into other Williams when he was a Williams driver. Him and Montoya, of course. Look at that, it just drifted, four-wheel drifted into the side of him. And Webber did the smart thing, just kept the car straight. And this is now down at turn 1, where Webber and Heidfeld started to squabble, and that allowed Ralf back through. Heidfeld cleverly just repositioned himself for a run up the inside into turn 4. He's got great straight line speed, has Nick Heidfeld, but the Williams really running nicely in this race.
So he'll use that to have a little breather, but he knows they'll be back again soon. Doesn't seem to be any damage to Webber's car as a result of that contact with Ralf Schumacher. We'll keep an eye out for that. We're looking, though, at Barrichello. Final points position in 8th place at the moment. He's got Juan Montoya in front of him in 7th. One of the Red Bulls going down the outside of him. He's got him. David Coulthard passes Rubens Barrichello. Can Clean get past as well? Barrichello's struggling with the car at this stage. Yeah,
Barrichello went wide in turn 4 and DC punished him around the outside. Otherwise, I think he was going to have to get rude anytime soon, because if he wants points, he's just going to have to start muscling his way through, as Ralf Schumacher did. Luckily for him, and young Clean coming down the inside, and he's easily getting the gong for most improved driver of 2005, isn't he? Christian Clean, and realised just at the right moment it wasn't going to work and did something about it. But Barrichello under siege then, and that releases Coulthard. It's given a little bit of breathing space. Coulthard's already got in front of Rubens. That's how much he's struggling. And now I can see a situation coming along where Rubens is going to be, normally it's for first and second, we're used to saying this, but Rubens is going to have to be moved out of the way and not hold Michael up if they want to score some points. And Clean then, Rubens really didn't bother to fight that, did he? He knew it was inevitable.
He's got no pace. The message of this race will be winging its way back to Italy and over to Japan, where Bridgestone are based. Ferrari and Bridgestone have got some problems here in the hot climate of Malaysia. Barrichello, though, having another little look back at Clean, more out of pride than anything else. Clean seems to have the pace to resist. Yes, he does through 1 and 2, but have a little bit of a wobble there for Clean. Has that allowed Barrichello a sniff of it? Good dogfight here. Barrichello, a good racer. Michael Schumacher, look how much trouble he's having getting his car to go around the corners with Felipe Massa right behind him.
Yeah, Michael Schumacher, the meat in a Brazilian driver sandwich at the moment. And none of them really with any kind of sparkling pace. Barrichello did a 1:41 compared to the leader on a 1:36 last time around. The pair of them are 70 seconds off the lead now. And the next man to pass him will be Michael Schumacher, and it's a no-brainer. He should just let him go through. That's strictly, they can't accept team orders, but he shouldn't need any. Rubens, quite clearly, he's on the softer tyre than Michael. They've gone away horribly. They're just not working for him. There's no pace, no grip, no confidence, and therefore he has no chance, feels like, that matters. And that is Raikkonen off the track, and he's got a right rear puncture. He is now allowed to change that under the regulations, but he can't refuel at the same time, but he doesn't really need to. He's just been in the pits. That's compromised. Well, that's wrecked his afternoon, hasn't it? Especially if that comes off the rim and starts damaging the bodywork. You've got to sort of be so careful with that. You don't really want to hurry up too much. Look, smoking away. It looks like he's near enough to the pitch to get away with it.
I don't think he is. He's just finished sector 2. It happened in the first sector. and so this is a very expensive problem for Kimi Raikkonen. Juan Montoya goes past him. He was in 10th place. That's how much Raikkonen has lost. I was talking about the rubbish and bits and pieces in the pit lane. I wonder if that had anything to do with this, because certainly there was a feeling it would pick up on the tyres, and it takes a while for the grip to come back again once you come out of a pit stop. Here comes Rubens Barrichello, a very feisty stint for him, and he comes in from 6th place.
Yes, it is. I wonder if Raikkonen can get all the way back without the sidewalls. But when the tyre drags like that, it just heats up massively, and then you get separation between the tread and the side. Well, there it is. He's just getting to that phase now. He's got to push, really, otherwise he's out of the... No, he has lost the carcass of the tyre. Is he going to do any damage to the bodywork? He might just get away with this, but those flailing bits start nibbling away at your rear wing. He's just going to make it. Trouble is, when you get there, you've got no brakes. All the weight distribution of the car is completely out of kilter. Ted is receiving him.
He's coming towards me. If it is a puncture, it must have happened just as he left the pit lane, because they looked at the tyres at the pit stop and they were all fine. So they take off the damaged wheel. They're having a look at it, see if it's okay. I think it is. They put the wheel on. The new tyre is from yesterday's practice. Kimi gets away. There's a bit of damage to the floor just before the rear tyre, but not enough to get him out of the race.
Yes, and they have to put a tyre on that has done as much, if not more, mileage, if they've got them, than the tyre that they took off, is my understanding. But Raikkonen then back into the race, and there he goes. And it obviously spat him off the road, didn't it, when the tyre let go in a high-speed corner. And I tell you, there goes the carcass then, and it's right onto the racing line as well.
It's like going down the motorway when a truck has had a blowout. You've got to dodge all the horrible little mucky black bits. Make sure you don't hit anything too solid at too high a speed. Very difficult then for the drivers who follow. Catastrophic disaster for his race then for Kimi Raikkonen. That will push him quite a long way back